Hey guys, it's Huntin for Games, and I am back from my little vacation, which is why we didn't have a midweek video this week. Sorry about that. Luckily, the beta season continues, and I just got a chance to check out Paragon, the new MOBA from Epic on the PlayStation 4. Okay, Google, what is a Paragon?
Paragon, a person or thing regarded as the perfect example of a particular quality.
We've had a string of MOBA slash arena slash shooter slash new genres popping up all over the place lately, but this one seems to be sticking to mostly the stuff that we know: lanes, jungles, heroes with unique abilities, 5-on-5 action, the usual. So let's check out what makes this one so exciting and why we're interested in it. Well, for one, I'm playing it on a console. Fans of Smite might already be familiar with the idea of a third-person MOBA using a controller on a console, but it's a first for me. I didn't watch any of the tutorial videos, which probably would have helped me figure out the controls much sooner. The arena in which all the matches take place is just massive and looks awesome. There's explosions and particle effects, just like little jungle pass and poorly rendered alpha content all over the place. I call it that because it kept blinking alpha content at me whenever I tried to kill this stuff. It was kind of funny when I walked through the forest and I was like, that guy doesn't even have a texture on him. It's just like alpha content, alpha content. Fight this gray blob. It's shitty. Unfortunately, there are far too many heroes for me to get through all of them in time for this video, but there's clearly some depth here, with different stat focuses on things like standard damage versus ability damage and overall durability, stuff like that. Clearly the characters are going to be broken down to things like tanks versus support versus overall damage. There are also gear upgrades that can be purchased, similar to what I remember from a few rounds of League of Legends that I played in a past life. Okay Google, how to be better at MOBAs. Having little familiarity in the MOBA space though, and no familiarity with Paragon, I'm sure plenty of you will laugh at some of the upgrade paths that I chose in terms of gear. It took me a while to even realize that I could upgrade the gear that I already purchased instead of just buying new gear every time. I don't see any upgrades along the lines of this sword plus this glove equals this new coat. That doesn't mean they're not there, I just didn't see it. But I'm really happy with the complexity so far. It looks approachable, I was starting to figure it out as time went on, and yet I'm sure there's going to be some really heavy debate on what the overall best build order is for different matches and different playstyles. Extra health and mana, I'm like, cool. Health and mana. Is that good? Controls feel solid. Auto aim feels just good enough that I have to really make some conscious choices with where I'm aiming my reticle, but at the same time I'm getting a little bit of help. With some of the slower moving projectiles like the grenade launcher of, what's his name, the thing that looks like a fuzzy Titanfall, I had to actually lead the target to connect on shots that weren't right next to me, which felt awesome. He's like an evil little furball. He's not like the cute furball that you'd expect. You're like, oh, he's so funny and he's trying a robot. It was like, I'm sure some characters will be easier than others in that respect, so overall balance will be an interesting aspect to pay attention to. Aiming abilities felt intuitive as well, and even ground targeting felt fine with the controller. The abilities themselves are really varied in terms of utility and damage. I always feel like I upgraded the wrong stuff and I'm like, this ability sucks, why do I keep putting points into it? There were area of effect, damage over time abilities, single target ranged attacks, movement speed decreasing grenades, tethers, and the ultimates. Oh my god, ultimates are incredible looking and have significant impact in battle depending on how and when they're used. The two I tried were like a pulsing damage gravity pull thing that was pulling everybody in and then a large area rocket barrage from above with the fuzzy Titanfall dude. It was amazing. In a game like this, communication is key, and Paragon does not let you down on the console. There's an interesting communication option using the D-pad, which is very similar to how you communicate in Rocket League. I'm sure as continuous players get familiar with it, it'll work fairly well, but it's kind of hard to fumble my way through it during these tense moments and be like, okay Google, how do I not suck at Paragon? Obviously, voice communication is going to be preferred, but it's nice that they entered this as an option for those times when you just don't really feel like it. Ultimately, my time with Paragon was a really enjoyable one, but being the only one of my friends that got a beta key, I can only guess at how playing with friends will end up being. It certainly appears that good strategy and tactics will be crucial in this one. With such large areas and slower movement speeds, if you're on the wrong side of the map, you're not contributing to that fight. You're not going to make it. And to be honest, I couldn't even figure out how to type press R3 to teleport home to my team in multiplayer when somebody asked me how to do it. It definitely seems like one of those games better enjoyed with people you know, and maybe a bit more familiarity than I have so far, so you can really take advantage of everything that's available to you. Definitely a game I'm going to keep my eye on, and with its free-to-play pricing models, there's no reason I can't check it out again once it's officially released. I'm super pumped. Let me know in the comments whether or not this game is your attention, or if you think it's too similar to other games that you've already kind of taken a look at. You know which ones I'm talking about. Like the video if a console MOBA sounds amazing to you, or dislike it if you think that it's a genre that should stay on the PC. Definitely subscribe if you're new. I've got plenty of videos coming each week, and I really hope to see you guys back. So thanks for watching. Okay, Google, what is a Paragon PS4 game? Epic.